Hey, all right. So we're on to the letter before J. Do your thinking. I'm doing my flipping. Before J. One of my personal favorites. J anyway. Okay. Here it is. I is for Italy. Perfect for your gondola ride. Then listen to tales of Pinocchio near a tower leaning to its side. Okay, so let's figure out where this Italy is. We'll start at home, of course. Let me get my screen ready for sharing. Okay, that's boring. Okay, all right, so we're looking at the United States. So I want you to think about what continent is Italy a part of. So as you're doing your thinking, I'm moving the globe east over the Atlantic Ocean. Where could I be headed? She's in Europe. Okay, she's zooming in on Europe and giving you a hint. Italy borders water. It's a peninsula like Florida. So there's water on three sides of it. It is in the southern part of Europe. Oh, here's Italy. All right. So some facts about Italy. The national language is Italian. And the population is about 60 million people. So that's in the 20% range of what the United States has. For some perspective, is we have 330 million. I'm rounding my math friends who might be freaking out. So those are some approximations. All right. So let's take a look at a couple places that were mentioned in the book, or a couple of concepts. So let's find out what's up with a gondola. What's a gondola ride? So I found this cool video here. So let's go on a virtual gondola ride together. Using some 360 so you can see it from the perspective. So now we're in the boat. So we are traveling through the city of Venice. And we're on the road. These are the roads on Venice. I'll stop because I don't like when people talk over music. Like a very peaceful way to enjoy an afternoon, a gondola ride in Venice. So some facts about how Venice got to be that way. I'm reading from a site called Venice Italy. The floating city of Venice, one of the most extraordinary cities in the world, was built on 118 islands in the middle of the Venetian Lagoon at the head of the Adriatic Sea in northern Italy. For travelers who visited Venice and for those who have yet to go, Venice remains a beautiful mystery. So, why would anyone want to live on a flat, muddy, waterlogged island in the middle of a lagoon? See it. People fled their homes on the mainland and barbarian conquerors were ravaging Italy in the 5th century AD. That's about 1,500 years ago. Actually, no. 1,600, doing my math on the fly. They used the marshy lagoon for protection and found refuge among the poor fishermen living there. As the invasions continued across Italy, more and more refugees joined the first settlers, and the need to build a new city grew. The famous city of Venice was born on Friday, March 25th, 421 AD, at high noon, just the beginning of the long and rich history for Venice. How Venice was built is its most fascinating story. When the new settlers arrived on the islands around 402 AD, they were faced with the need for more space and a stronger foundation to live on. They had to find ways to strengthen the islands, drain them, enlarge them, and protect the fragile environment. So they dug hundreds of canals and shored up the banks with wood pilings. They also used similar wood pilings as foundations for their buildings. The settlers pounded thousands of wooden piles into the mud, so close together that they were touching. Then they cut off the tops and created solid platforms for the foundations of their homes. Because the wood was underwater, it didn't rot. It's hard to believe, but there are many buildings in Venice today that are still standing on 1,000-year-old piles of wood. Miss WK, what's with all the social studies, with all the history? You know me. You know that everything is connected. So we're going to take a look at Venice on the map so you know where in Italy it is. Yes, we will get to music. Relax. Jeez. Venice, Italy. All right, so we've zoomed in on Venice. Here's that lagoon that was mentioned in that article. Look at this beautiful picture. We were just virtually on the streets of Venice. All right. So another thing that was mentioned in the book was Pinocchio. Pinocchio is a puppet that was built by Geppetto. And Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy. Every time he would lie, though, his nose would grow. Keep it truthful. Keep your nose the same size. Lessons learned, right? Okay. And last, let's take a look at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. All right, so the Leaning Tower of Pisa is in Pisa. They started building it in 1173, but it wasn't finished until 1399, about 200 years. And it's a good thing it took them so long. They ran into some, small problems like war, or debt, running out of money causes problems. But it turns out they were building it on a soft foundation. Check your work. Check your work. Your buildings will lean, right? So the Leaning Tower of Pisa is a bell tower next to this church over here. All right. So now for our music. Normally I share things like folk music with you. I was thinking about sharing opera today, but in conjunction with everything that's going on, I'm here recording a lesson from home in an effort to stay safe from COVID-19, and I hope you all are staying safe too. I've been seeing on the news these wonderful people in Italy making music with one another, so I wanted to share a video of them making music and talking trash about coronavirus from their balconies. So I will do that. Here it is in just a moment. Translations on the bottom.
Sono strani giorni questi, di solitudine, isolamento, fino a domenica, quando in realtà c'è stato questo flash mob sulle finestre. Io ero un po' lontano dalla finestra e quindi ho sentito in lontananza questo richiamo dal deserto.
Signora, stiamo facendo un flash mob sonoro contro il coronavirus. Vuole partecipare anche lei? Bastano 2 cucchiai di legno, anche la pentola, può suonare qualsiasi cosa.
If you hear some music right now, at 6 o'clock it was, they organized everyone in Italy basically to play music from out their window. So we create a nationwide concert to lift our spirits.
Ti sembra niente il sole, la vita.
Attenti al virus, coronavirus, whoa, living together, whoa.
La situazione è difficile per tutti, ma soprattutto per le persone che non sono state bene, che hanno parenti che non sono stati bene, e per il personale sanitario che sta aiutando tutti tantissimo, lavorando tantissimo, quindi i miei pensieri sono con loro.
Quello che stiamo vivendo in questo periodo, che perlomeno sto vivendo qui, è comunque un mondo di speranza. Vedo la gente che ogni giorno puntualissima si affaccia alle 18 o mi chiama con le pentole.
I flash mob, anche nel mio caso, i flash mob sono un modo per essere più vicini, un appuntamento giornaliero o quasi giornaliero per essere più sociali.
Noi artisti abbiamo deciso di partecipare a questi flash mob per allietare il momento e abbracciare virtualmente l'Italia.
Stato diciamo è decisamente eccezionale e secondo me facciamo bene a ricordarci che è un'eccezione rispetto alla vita normale di tutti.
All right, I'm on my way back. Here I am. Yes. Okay, so I hope you noticed that they were using whatever they had to make music and to connect with one another. And I hope we remember what's truly important, staying safe, finding a way to be creative is really wonderful. So I miss you all. The letter before I is coming tomorrow. All right. Have a great day.